Good morning, everybody. So we are continuing with our network plus. This is chapter 5, part B. As my earlier introduction, I will soon continue with that. I have my name is Itobi Abiodun, and I have with me Dom Theory, cybersecurity instructor, program directors, and a senior colleague. minaz-abi IT training is in partner with CompTIA.org, that is CompTIA organizations. We are here to deliver most of CompTIA courses, and one of the courses is Network Plus. So as we are moving to the next slide, you know what we have in part B. Today we are talking about dynamic routing technology. So last time we talked about routing technology, which is part 5A. Today, moving on to dynamic routing technology. So what are those routing technologies? Let's move to the next slide. So under the dynamic routing technologies, so let us notice what static and dynamic router is all about. So we are going to mention the features, the static routing and the dynamic routing. So one of the features is configuration. So static routing is configured manually, while dynamic routing is automatically adjusted to the network changes. Now, another feature is the flexibility. Static routing is inflexible. Updates require manual intervention, while dynamic routing is flexible, adjusted at real time, in real time. We have control, which is one of the features. With static routing, complete control over the routing part. So the administrator have to complete control. Now, the dynamic routing, less direct control over the routing that that data takes. So you don't have the control. It goes on its own. Now the usage. Where can you make use of static routing? Ideally for small, stable network where routing does not changes often. So you can enjoy it in that aspect. Now dynamic routing, where do you make use of it? Ideally for large, more complex network with frequent changes. So with this now, we know where to make use of static routing and what dynamic routing. Let's move to this next slide. So we have dynamic routing protocols. So under these dynamic routing protocols, we are going to talk about the definitions, the advantage, and the consideration. The definition: dynamic routing protocol are algorithms that automatically update routing information and adjust the path between network nodes by distributing network topology information. Advantage: one of the advantages is that scalability, adaptivities is in network changes and reducing network administrator overloaded. And what can you put into consideration? It require more process, powered and memory, proper configuration is critical for security and efficiency. So that is what you have to put into consideration. Now we have what is known as RIP protocol. What is the full meaning of RIP? RIP means routing information protocol. Definitions: a large dynamic routing protocols that find the best path between the source and destination network. One of the features is use hop count as the metrics for the path selections. So 15 maximum allow a hop. Consideration: no ideal for large network like what we just mentioned because of the hop count limit. So slow to coverage in a response to what? To network changes. Let us move to another type. We have the enhanced interior gateway routing protocol. First, we have the definition: an advanced distance vectors protocol that is using on a computer network for automating routing decision and configuration. One of the features is that it uses metrics such as bandwidth, delay, load, and reliability for the path selections. It supports both IP version 4 and IP version 6 without needing separate configuration. Now, what has to put into consideration is that more complex to configure with Cisco system proper properties protocols. Next, we have another dynamic protocol which is known as open shortest path first. Definitions: a dynamic link state protocol is under dynamic link state protocol that efficiently exchange routing information within an automator's systems using the shortest path algorithm. Computer compute the first path first, supporting a complex network. Consideration: can be complex planned and configured. It require more bandwidth than distance vector protocols. We have another one which is known as broad border gateway protocol, BGP. Definition: gateway protocol that enable the internet to exchange routing information between autonomous systems. So some of their features are scalable to the internet size, handling thousands of routers, using use path vector protocol to establish routing decision, supporting CIDR. I've mentioned that in my previous tutorial, allowing for efficiency IP address management and routing aggregations. So this is type of dynamic router that has been mentioned. Proceeding, so these are the few activities that you can lay your hand on and check it out within this slide. And I believe quite alright that this slide is more explanatory and more self-understanding. So that is why I'm just reading and explaining brief, because this slide has already explained in details of what we need to do in each of these chapters. Yes, this is the conclusion of this chapter 5 part B tutorial. I will advise you to go through this video tutorial, and this is meant for those people that want to get certified in network work, and as well those people that want to convert from another field to IT. So these types of program or tutorial is for you. Thank you for your cooperation. Meet us in our next slide, next chapter.